Hello and welcome to Amethyst Star Crafting. My name is Jane Normark and I'm a UK independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. And today we're going to make two cards out of one piece of designer series paper, pattern paper. I'm using this free one, which is Wonderful World, which comes with a stamp set, free during the month of August for a qualifying spend. There will always be all information in the link over to my shop. Go and have a look and you can find out all the details. So we're using one piece. This is whatever your standard size piece is to go inside a mat like that for 1/4 inch. So for me, I cut mine at 5 1/4 inches by 3 1/2, but I know different sizes. You can do it whatever size you want. You need a trimmer of some sort. And what we are going to do is we are going to take it on the side and we are literally going to cut down some diagonal strips. So you need to try and take it into the point at the top and then just cut a piece out. Now each strip that I'm doing triangular ones. I'm going to put to one side. So this time we want the point to come at the bottom down on here. So that's number 2. Then we want it to come up this way again. And it doesn't have to be perfect. That's a 3. So we want it down this way. 4. 5. 'As I say, you can cut them as big or as small as you want. 6. Let's take it up that way. 7. 8. 9. And as I say, they can be any size you want. Just cut them in to your strips. Now this is going to be the last one, so I'm just going to take that from that corner to that corner. Whee! Just about did it right. Okay, so those two coming on there. And I can take this out of the way now because that's all the trimming done. I just wanted you to see how I was doing it, which, as I say, is very simple and straightforward and easy. So we have, we need 2 pieces of card base, which are the same size. And then we are going to put so I'm just putting this on like this, with a bit of a gap in each one. In on here. I'm going quiet because I'm just working out how I'm doing it on each one. Oh, I think that one will fit in on there. Okay, can move that up, and then this is going to come in on this one, so you can just put them in like this, and we've got quite a bit of a space, but that's what we want. So I'm just putting this sort of roughly up so I can see how far I'm spacing it. Like that. Okay, so we then need to just take some glue and we are going to just glue these on, but you'll see that all of the paper sort of matches through, which is quite good. So we'll take this one right up to the end and onto the top like that. Now you'll see that they don't exactly match. That's fine because we do a bit of trimming off at the end. So just going to take this like that. You want a reasonable gap. Oh, we've got one that's going the wrong way. Never mind. Probably put that in the wrong way up. Have I put that in the wrong way up? Let me just see if I can just take this one off a minute. I think I've just taken this in. Should it have been that way? No, it should have been this way, shouldn't it? I don't know quite why I've got this one in a different way, but never mind. It's going to have to go up that way. And then we've got this coming this way, so it doesn't really matter how it's going to go. If you can keep them all in the same space, then that's good, but if it doesn't happen to go that way, then don't worry about it too much. Get the next one, and you can also cut them with scissors if you want to. You don't have to cut them all in exactly the same. Take this one this way like that. That one in that way. This one I think is going to come probably a little bit off, but as I say, it doesn't matter because we trim it down afterwards, because that's going to go like that. That's fine. Okay, so you can see we're a little bit off on these ones. That doesn't matter. Let's take the other one, and this one is going to go up this way. So I want this to come at the edge. And glue these on. So to say, you're just leaving a little bit of a space in between, and it'll become clear why. And there's all sorts of different ideas about doing these pieces like this, and they're all great. There's lots of them. I've done lots over the years, and I've seen lots being done, but this is just a slightly different way of doing it, so I thought it would be quite fun to show you. I like finding different ways of stretching our papers and things and doing things that are quite fun. So, and then this one is going to come down at the end. Okay, so we can see that they're not all exactly right, so we'll get the paper trimmer out again. And this is where we have to be a little bit careful. Let's make sure that I've got you in. Yes, I have. So what I'm going to do with this one is, because we want to have this up straight, I'm just going to take it down this way and trim it that way. So we've taken that bit off. Then I can take it this way, and what I want to do is to just take it a little bit this way so that we've got it. I have to sit down a bit so I can actually see that I'm taking it along right in the centre of here. So that's that piece. Then that should be fine there. I just need to take this piece just a little bit in like this and take that off. So we then have it exactly in the right space. And then I'm going to do exactly the same thing with this one. Take it from here first. Take it round on the other side. And then we can take this one in there because I want that nice and straight. And this one can just have a little bit shaved off the end there. Like that. Okay, so we now have our two pieces that are nicely trimmed off. But they still look a bit odd. But that's fine. So we then need to take two colours, and you can see these are they look very different because I've done them in different ways. So we are going to take some sponge daubers, and I want a Orchid Oasis and I want a rich raspberry because those are the colours that come through on there. So that's my rich raspberry and that's my Orchid Oasis. Then what I want to do is I want to take them this way round, and I'm going to take the Orchid Oasis first, take my sponge dauber, and I am going to ink through. Now you can see where I've got it a bit blobby, but just keep sponging through, and then we miss one and we're going to go to the next one. And as I say, just keep, this is quite juicy, this ink, so that I want to just bring it across, and then we'll have this down at the bottom. So as I say, where you've got it where it's a little bit blobby, just keep working on it. Okay, so that's that one. We'll take the next one, and I'm going to do it the opposite way around. So I'm going to do the second one down on this one. And you're literally just bringing it through, miss one, go down onto the next one. And you're bringing it across so that it's coming through on the paper as well, because you want that complete look that crosses it over completely. Now you will find if you use tape it won't do. You can see I've got a little bit where the glue is, but that's fine. So that's done with the Orchid Oasis. Now we need to get the rich raspberry, and we'll do exactly the same thing for that. And just bring that through. Again, you can make it as dark as you want. You can see that this hasn't been inked up as much, so that it's not quite as dark, but that doesn't matter. So that's that one. But you can see how quickly they start to come together. this one through on here. And we've left quite big gaps for a reason. There we go. Okay, so we've now got these lovely sort of stripes coming through with the pattern paper underneath, and if we then put it onto a card base, we need to put a piece of white in underneath to just pop it through. So you've then got that in like that, and that looks really good. Now what we need to do now is we're going to take a sentiment stamp. So art gallery, we've got nice words that aren't too long, and so we're going to use happy birthday to start off with. And you want a good black ink, so you want something that is that's going to give a really nice dark black colour. So I'm going to take this one and I'm just going to put happy birthday, so I'm popping it in on the centre, turning it round as I go. Like that. So we've got that saying happy birthday, and we'll choose another one. What shall we have for the other one? What about a congratulations, because that would go for an anniversary or something like that, wouldn't it? I think that's always quite good when we're doing anniversaries and things, or best wishes, or I'm thinking of you. Could be any of them. In fact, let's do a long one. Let's do I'm thinking of you. So let me just grab that one. That's my happy birthday in there. You can see I've used this a lot. It is one of my favourite for sentiments where you want, you know, fairly small sentiments. So right, so this one again, good black ink, because you want it to come up over, and then I'm thinking of you. I'm thinking of you. I'm thinking of you. There we go. And very simple, very easy, but incredibly effective. And we can then put, as I said, we need to put this, let's take this piece off of here because that's where I've been sponging away on. So we've got a piece of, just put this together, haven't I? Right, so you've got your base 1/4 inch smaller, and this one is probably about 1/4 inch smaller. It might be, yeah, it's going to come out about 1/4 inch smaller by the time you've put it on. So that's your I'm thinking of you. I did one with one of the other pieces of paper. So again, with this one, these colours, I picked up the rich raspberry and the pear pizzazz. Did exactly the same thing and did that on a happy birthday. So again, you've got this one I cut down a little bit more. It depends how your paper's worked out, but literally just all sorts of bits and pieces coming off on here. And then this one is the happy birthday again. But a simple thing, you can get 2 out of 1 sheet of paper, and I think it looks really rather pretty. So as always, thank you so much for watching me. Please stay safe and well. Please be kind, and look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye-bye.